Hey friend, I want to tell you why God closes doors. In Acts chapter 16, Paul and his companions traveled throughout the region of Galatia, and they were kept by the Holy Spirit from entering and preaching the word in the province of Asia. And when they came to the border of Mysia, they tried to enter, but the Spirit of Jesus would not allow them to, so they passed by Mysia and went down to Troas, and during the night, Paul had a vision of a man of Macedonia standing and begging him, come over to Macedonia and help us. After Paul had seen the vision, they got ready at once to go to Macedonia, concluding that God called us to preach the gospel to them. Well, I want to tell you a story about Penny. She had worked for a business she enjoyed, investing her efforts in the company for 31 years. Then, out of the blue, she was let go. She was so shocked that she spiraled deeply into despair, to the point where she wanted to end her life. She got in her car to take her life, and somehow she found Sirius FM, where Joel Osteen was speaking on hope, and that new opportunity awaits each of us. She was so impacted by the hope that God gives that she pulled over the side of the road and gave her life to Jesus. Now, Penny had a new outlook on life, and a newfound hope, and faith in Jesus. And a few years later, she had the opportunity to work for another company. And eventually the opportunity presented itself to buy the franchise, and now she owns 2 franchises. Penny wouldn't have had that opportunity if the doors hadn't closed at her previous job. So, closed doors for believers are not necessarily a bad thing, because there's something else God has for us, either to learn, perhaps to grow, maybe to guide us or to protect us from something. Now, if you believe God is in control of your life and directing your steps, you have to see closed doors as part of His will. You see, it suggests that God will find another way to fulfill the promised dreams and the hopes, or that there's an opportunity for growth in each challenge. For example, someone might say this if they lose their job due to downsizing, believing that the job wasn't right for them, and they need to find a better one. Well, the implication is that although things don't always go according to our plans, that doesn't mean God won't have some other way to fulfill our destiny or purpose. Now, in that sense, God's sovereignty means He has infinite ways to get us what He wants for us and where we need to be. When He closes a door, He's not saying no to us. He's merely calling over here from an alternative path to our fulfillment. Have you ever found yourself facing the echo of closed doors, no's and not yet's and no way? Well, can I take a moment to encourage you to embrace the closed doors? That sometimes to prayerfully ask God, what do I need to learn about you during the season of waiting? Or what do I need to learn about myself while I wait for the open door? What do you need to root out in my heart and in my spirit to prepare me for when you say, go in here? So I encourage you, don't be frustrated by closed doors. There's another one going to open soon. God will say, over here. I hope that helps you. God bless.